Well, here we go then, boys and girls. It is new save o'clock. If you haven't already seen the intro video over on the main channel, I suggest you go and watch that, because I'm not going to explain everything here. That would be madness. But we are starting unemployed and going job hunting, and we can't manage in England. Now, if you want to see 2 videos today here on LOLLUJO 2, you know what to do, boys and girls. We do this on the main channel all the time. We want 1,000 likes on this video, and then you will get part 1 of whatever club we end up at will come out this afternoon. So this video is the job hunt. If you want to see the first part of the new club this afternoon rather than tomorrow, 1,000 likes. Easy peasy. Right. The game setup. For those of you who didn't watch the YouTube video earlier, we are going to do a quick whistle-stop explanation. We have set up all of these nations, but the key thing is the normal ones that we normally manage in, we are not allowed to manage in. We've set them to view only. So that includes Argentina, Brazil, England, France, Germany, Italy, Spain. We can't manage in any of them yet. As our starting club, we can't manage in them. That's not to say we'll never manage in them. But at the moment, at the start, we can't manage in them. But yeah, the nations we can actually get a job in at the start, and this is probably going to be a journeyman, unless we fall in love with the first club and it's in a nation where there's the potential to stay there. Because the playable leagues, so the leagues we could potentially end up managing in tonight, Austria, Belgium, Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, Netherlands, Portugal, Scotland, Turkey, Wales. We could end up in any of those. And there is the potential, if we're in one of the bigger leagues amongst them, like, say, the Netherlands, Portugal, we could end up doing a 1-club save. You never know. We could end up doing that. So we will see, I guess, and we'll work it out from there. But we've also holidayed forward to today's date. You can see it is today's date, 12th of November, 2023. We set it up on a real world save. So transfers and whatnot all happened on the dates they happened in real life, but have now all happened. But that does mean, for example, Endrick will still be going to Real Madrid when he's supposed to be going to Real Madrid, for example. So that's the league setup. We did start as well on the Argentinian start date back in December. So there's been a full summer and stuff gone on. So there have been things happening. But the one other thing we need to do is retire our manager, because our manager has now been on holiday forever. If we have a look at can we not even look at our history? Because we haven't managed anyone yet. But we're going to retire this manager and add a new one. So retire that manager. We are going to add a new one in. Crucially, we start unemployed and we are having no coaching badges, Sunday League experience, and I think we decided I was going to be knowledgeable, didn't we? I'm not desperate to go back to Wales, because the last 2 times we've done this, we've ended up starting in Wales. We did a save where we started with Llanelli, and then last year, of course, we started with Penabont. So I'm not going to turn down Wales if we can only get a job in Wales, but I'm not desperate to go to Wales. Hibs, Turkish, I mean, is the one league the top league? I don't know how the league structure is in Turkey. Hibs, we're definitely not going to get. We're not going to get straight into the Scottish Premiership with the manager experience and stuff that we've got. Shamrock Rovers, likewise, might be unlikely because they're a top league team. Same with Casapia. Portuguese Premier. Is Portuguese Premier League the top league, or is that lower down? I don't know the names of the leagues. I mean, we are just going to apply for everything. We're not going to get Heerenveen, for example, because they're in the top league in the Netherlands. It's just not going to, there's no way we're going to get offered that job. I'd quite like to get the Horn. Looking at all of the ones that are available, the guy there, they've already got a bespectacled manager. Oh, he's the caretaker manager. I don't really want to take that away from him. He's a good looking man. Glasses, facial hair. Let's just go on holiday. Apply for all jobs and return when we get offered something and see what happens. Oh, blimey, we've already been offered an interview somewhere. So this is all of the applications in. I thought that was us applying for, I don't want to manage Porto's B team. There's a few of these that they're just immediately unsuccessful with, because I guess we applied a little bit late for them. Or we're just obviously not ready. I mean, They turned me down after 3 minutes because obviously I'm not at their level. But somewhere in here. Right, we've got an interview at Ballyclare. So this is Ballyclare of the Player Fit Championship in Northern Ireland. Is that the top league or not? Nope. So it's the second tier in Northern Ireland. They are in the relegation playoff position in the second tier. So, is there a tier below that? Yes, there is. But we'd go straight into a Northern Ireland relegation battle. The Ballyclare Comrades. What a name. So they are semi-pro. They have a tiny ground. They've got 50 season ticket holders. They are the hardcore. They are the hardcore. It'll be a fun match day vlog. Where is Ballyclare? I don't even know where Ballyclare is. I mean, I know it's in Northern Ireland before all you geniuses come and tell me, it's in Northern Ireland, Kev. Kev, says on the screen, Ballyclare's in Northern Ireland. Yeah, I get that. Whereabouts? So you fly into Belfast. So you can get the wibbly wobbly train that goes out to the coast, then comes into this lake, and then goes up to here, and then comes back down again. But hold on, it comes down, and I think then goes back in. How do you end up actually getting there? So there is one that goes direct. This one. So why is it suggesting some of these? I want to see this route. That is the most bonkers route in history. So we go all the way out there, all the way around. I mean, it'd be scenic. Either way, it's definitely doable. It's like 20 minutes. It's only a 6-hour walk. If I get there and I have to walk, it's only a 6-hour walk. It's going to be absolutely fine. Right, let's go to this job interview. Hi! Hi, James. How you doing? Let's have a look at you. Can we have a look at you? We can't have a look at him. James, I want to inspect you. I want to inspect you, James. Let me have a closer look at you. Goodness me, James. Is there a snow dome? We're working on it. Right, let's have a look. See what he's got to say. Do they not have licensed kits? So we're going to have to go out and get Northern Ireland kits if we manage it. Lots of people writing James T. Kirk, Captain Kirk. Is this a Star Wars thing? Is that Darth Vader's real name, probably? Yeah. I'm far too cool to know what any of you were talking about in the chat. What you got to say, James? Or should I call you Darth? What you got to say, Darth? Is it Darth or Garth? It's Garth Vader, isn't it? Are you willing to assure us that you'd do a better job of maintaining a good dressing room atmosphere here than previous managers did? Yeah, obviously. I promise to ensure... I feel like starting my first response in an interview with the words I promise is a little extreme. I promise, hand on heart, I promise, James Garth Kirk, I promise to ensure a strong and positive dressing room atmosphere here. Are you the right manager to lift us from our solid platform and take us... James, you've won one game all season and you're in the relegation zone. That's a solid platform. I'm alarmed. Solid platform. I mean, just out of interest, James, if the platform is so solid, why are you looking for a manager? What's the thought? What happened to the last guy? I assume he got headhunted by a bigger club for setting up such a solid platform. Imagine that answer. I have absolutely zero reputation. My reputation speaks for itself. That is a roundabout way of saying I'm probably going to fail. Whoever gets the job doesn't need to make wholesale changes. I mean, I've not assessed the club. I actually think the team's been overachieving. Again, one win all season. I think I've got enough about me as a manager to get it done. I think the club is doing pretty much as everyone expected them to. They're in the relegation zone. I'm not happy that you felt it necessary to ask that. There's so many amazing answers we could throw at him here. How dare you ask me a question in an interview, Garth? I won't stand for it. No, I think my reputation speaks for itself. That answer has levels to it. I'm going to let him interpret that as he sees fits. We're going with that one. Can you tell us what changes you'd like to make to the size of my backroom team? I honestly, and I can't emphasize this enough, James, I honestly don't care about it, Garth. Sorry, not James, Garth. I just don't care. I'd rather wait until I'm able to appraise them in a working environment. Yeah, we'll do that one. I don't want to make any more promises. I feel like I've already made a promise that I don't really want to make. How would I feel about working with our current director of football, Wayne Higgins? Can we have a look at him? He's imaginary, Garth. He is an imaginary man. Unless he is a real man who looks a lot like a football manager new gen, but I think he's an imaginary man. I mean, he's rubbish. How do I mean, he's never had any other job anywhere ever. He is rubbish and he's imaginary. I don't feel like I need to make any promises. It's Chris. Amazing. I'm happy to work with him. I'm not promising. I don't want to commit to working with him until I've had the opportunity to consider the matter further. We'll go with that one. Do I have any thoughts about the club's long-term vision? Let's have a look at what it is. That's very vague. Strive to make progress on and off the pitch. So, what, 10th place as a finish? Work within the wage budget. Grow the club's reputation. So the 5-year plan, they want us to avoid relegation this year, be competitive of the cup, be competitive in the Northern Irish Cup, reach the latter stages of the County Antrim Shield, be competitive in the immediate... How many cups are there? There's 4 cups. Why does there need to be 4 cups? How many games are we going to have to play in this season? And what does be competitive mean? Yeah, that's fine. We're expecting to avoid automatic relegation. Are you, though? I know I keep bringing it back up, Garth, but you've won 1 game all season. To say you expect to avoid relegation, having won 1 game in 15, makes me think you're living in a fantasy world. I would be able to meet the expectation of avoiding automatic relegation. That feels like I could get relegated through the playoffs, which feels like I'd be winning the playoffs if I did. A wage budget of £1,520 per week is on offer. That is less than half of what I've got at Tamworth. This is terrifying. What do I think of the proposed figure? James, Garth, James, Garth. I think it's low. I think it's very low. Is that the answer you're looking for? Yeah, I'm fine. I don't know how much you're spending on wages. It's such a poor question. This is our budget. What we don't realise is they've got 1 player on £2,000 a week. I mean, I have no context if that's good or bad, Garth. You've not given me nearly enough information. Do I have any requests for us to consider should we decide to hire you? Legally change your name to Garth Vader. That should do for them. Oh, there we go. That was I enjoyed that. That was fun. Right. Ankara DS. Ankara, isn't it? This is Turkey? Gordon Bennett. It's the Turkish 2-league white group. I really, really don't want to have a look to see what the other group is called, because I might be making a decision not to go to Turkey at all. We're going to have a look to see what the other group is called before deciding whether we're going to this country or not. Hold on. It's the red group. Okay, we're fine. It's the red group. It's the colours of the flag. Yeah, that's what I thought it was all along. Right, they are in the relegation zone in the white group. How many leagues above this are there? Why is... So these 2 groups go into some kind of playoff, I guess, which is that. And then it goes up to the 1 league, which is still not the top league. And then the Super League. So it's the 3rd tier in Turkey, which I guess has shenanigans. I mean, I don't mind shenanigans. We've done shenanigans before. Let's go to the interview and see what Cameron has got to say. Hi! They've got a 2-star reputation. And they've won 3 games. So they're better than the other 2. Is that their actual kit? Because that's an actual badge on it. Or do they just put the badges on a random kit? I don't remember how it works. I don't pay enough attention. So I'm usually in leagues where we have the kits. How would I overcome the relatively big obstacle of not speaking the language? I am going to speak loud and slow, and once I commit to a pronunciation, I will refuse to change it, and people will just get used to me. Is that? I imagine that's an answer. I hope you can see past my current lack of language skills. I've got incredible language skills. They're just not in this language. So I'm not doing that one. I'm confident I can learn the language quickly. I am not. I'm not worried. Football transcends language. That's one I like. I'm fairly adept at learning languages. I am not. It doesn't matter if I speak the language or not. Just, don't need to. Just point at it. It's fine. I'm going to do that one. Football transcends language. I'm admittedly also not going to be doing any of the coaching. So I am going to be doing all my management through communication. I'm up for a few jobs right now. I'm exploring my options. Am I willing to assure us you'd do a better job of meeting expectations than a potential predecessor? Yes. Yes, I am. The club's looking to hire a manager comfortable working with limited resources. Am I that manager? Yes, I am. I'll be able to look after the club's finances. Easy. What makes you the ideal candidate to save a club that's been unexpectedly in the relegation zone all season? Is it unexpected? Do we have a media preview thing? I mean, it's not that unexpected, is it? They were expected to finish 16th, which is in the relegation zone. So, oh God, how do I get back in the interview? Have I just walked out of that interview? Cameron? I only stepped out. Cameron! Cameron, I need to come. Cameron, I don't know how to get out of Turkey. Cameron! Oh, God. Which way is the airport? Press back. Back. Oh, good. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. There you go. We've made it back into the room. Sorry, Cameron. Caught short. Food doesn't agree with me. I'm very much a lettuce and Marmite sandwich man, and there didn't seem to be that an option. What makes you the ideal candidate? Oh, I remember the question now. What makes you the ideal candidate? Do you sell Marmite here, Cameron? What makes you the ideal candidate to save a club that's been unexpectedly in the relegation zone all season? I have the managerial acumen to get the required results. I like it. I do have managerial acumen. We're doing that one. How would I feel about working with Director of Football, Sezgin Kaya? Oh, he looks so sad. Smile, Sezgin. Kev's here now. He looks quite good. Turn that frown upside down, Sezgin. Your old pal Kev's here. Look how much money he earns. Well, I'd like to think I'm going to be earning more than him. I can have my teeth done while I'm here on this kind of cash. Yeah, I'm happy to work with Sezgin. As part of the recruitment process, we're willing to allow you to request a change to our current backroom staff. Cameron, I mean, you wouldn't know, so this isn't about you necessarily. This is more interview weariness. But I don't know what your current backroom staff is like. You've asked me a question, provided me with no context. I don't know, Cameron. Let me throw it back at you. I'm going to throw this back at you, Cameron, and I want you to answer a question for me. And think about it before you answer. Is your current backroom staff any good? Because that does have an influence on how I answer this question. Because I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Joel, thank you very much for the Prime. I won't need a budget as I don't plan on making any changes. There we go. We're fine. So, current vision. They want me to work within the wage budget. We'll see. End of current season, avoid relegation and be competitive in the Turkish Cup. And then again, it's another just continue to avoid relegation. Yeah, we can continue to avoid relegation. I do have to question that you weren't expecting to be in a relegation zone this season. However, you expect me to just avoid relegation for the next 5 years. If hired, we'd expect you to finish in a mid-table position. What? Hang on. I mean, the club vision said avoid relegation. Make up your mind. I'll agree to it, but oh, look at all that money. Oh, yes, that looks lovely. We'll have that. No requests other than free haircuts twice a month. I want the works. I want you to set fire to my ears. I love that. That's right. We're just going to delay for a week just to allow any other shenanigans to happen. But as it stands right now, we're off to Turkey. So we continue to apply for jobs in the meantime. If there's one that we really, really, really want that comes up in the next week, we will delay a second time. And assuming it's the same as previous FMs, you can't delay a third time though. Right, Ballyclare don't want me. Right, we're going to Ankara, I think. I think we've decided. We've delayed it for a week, looking at the jobs that are available. There's nothing that really excites me. I'm the favourite for several jobs. Oh no, that's Turkey. I'm favourite for Buckley as well in Wales. I'm not really interested in going to Wales. There's so many jobs in Turkey. We are going to have a look at Ankara on a map before making our final decision. There is a Portuguese team in there, which would have been interesting. I mean, obviously, we're not committing to it being a one club save or a journeyman. We'll kind of go with the flow and figure things out as we go. So it could be either. We might fall in love with Ankara. Who knows? I guess that's the stadium. So if we get directions there from London, we'll work out how we get there from the UK, I guess. Oh, it's got to think about this. Via the A3. I don't want to drive there. Goodness me. Obviously, I'm going to fly. Aeroplane. 3 hours 45. So we can fly straight into Ankara. Not going to tell me how to get there once you get into Turkey. We're going to get you as far as Ankara airport and then you're on your own, Kev. Figure it out for yourself. You'll be fine. Where's the football stadium? What is this? Is that the pool? Oh, there is a stadium right there. What is this building here? With all the circles on it. I'm confused. But there's the stadium. It's not a pool. Is it a pool? That might be a pool next to the stadium. Can we go to Street View, please? I want a Street View from here. Have you not got one for me? Do they not have Street View in Ankara? Put me on a road. I want Street View. There's a road there, look. Someone get the Google car into Turkey. It's an 8-lane road there. I am intrigued about what this is and what this is. That just looks like solar panels. And this, what is this? Hi again, Cameron. Remember me? I mean, I can't help but tell that. See, that's half what the director of football's getting, which is a little alarming. It's a little upsetting. Only a 7-month contract as well. He's very confident in my ability. I don't think that's going to be long enough for me to learn Turkish, is it? Can I have a little bit more money? I want a tattoo. Well, excellent stuff. £250 a week. It's more than I'm on at Tamworth. Can I live off £250 a week in Turkey? Is Ankara more or less expensive than Tamworth? Do I need it? Do I need a separate job as well? There we go. Oh, boys and girls, what a time to be alive. Ankara Demirspor, hire Chapman. Ankara DS have today confirmed the appointment of Kevin Chapman as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the inexperienced 41-year-old. And he's sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at the TCDD Ankara Demirspor Stadyumi. I already know the Turkish for stadium, and I haven't even got there yet. But I have been learning a little bit of Turkish, and I know what the Turkish for stadium is. So, you know, I am pretty clever. He replaced his previous manager, Metin Akpınar. Why has the media got factions? Some factions in the media have been touting Chapman as favourite for the job all along. They didn't know who I was. And his appointment has created much discussion around the club. Ankara DS are currently 18th in the Turkish 2 League white group. Again, there's a white group and a red group. There is a white group and a red group. It's fine. Ankara DS have won 3 of their last 5 games in the league. Ankara Demirspor have won 2, lost 2, and drawn one. Excuse me. Are they 2 different teams? They've won 3 of their last 5 games in the league. They've won 2 of their last 5. It's fine. 22, 23, 23, 24 away. We're getting closer. They've now got Turkish Airlines just emerged as a... is that the same team? It's become Adana. It's a different Demirspor. That's a FIFA kit creator showcase. I think we've got away from what we were trying to achieve here. We've got no assistant manager and we don't have any fierce rivals. We'll see about that. We've got a negative transfer budget, everybody. Negative £5 in our transfer budget. I hope I get one of those threatening messages telling me I have to deal with that. That would be amazing. I've not experienced that yet. So those of you watching along on YouTube, this is it for your job hunt video from here. If you want to see what happens from here, then we need to get to 1,000 likes on this video so you know what to do. Thumbs up on the video. If we get to 1,000 likes, part 1 of Ankara Demirspor will be out on the channel this afternoon. If not, you have to wait until tomorrow.